In order to understand this video's title, all one has to do is delve back into my memories. Like when I was much younger and the Underworld series came out, my father, who is now no longer with us, and we had our entire household separated into two groups. Those who were all about the werewolves and those who were all about the vampires. So in memory of that, I decided to run an experiment, or just play like a memorial game in memory of my dad, because, well, sadly, he is no longer with us. He passed to cancer. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing, I suppose. I can't put all the scars my father had on him, because he had one that was the size of a baseball on his back, and he had one the entire length of his abdomen, which you can't do in this particular game, but you can make scars. And now you guys know what these scars stand for. Orc noses, that's hilarious. That'll do. It's right there is closer, because Dad was much darker than me. He wasn't black, though. He was more native, kind of a reddish tan. So right there, I'd say. Now, what inspired this, I don't really know. I was just, thinking last night as I tried to go to bed, because I didn't sleep worth a damn last night. And me and a friend got talking about my dad, and it brought up this memory of, like I said, our household being completely divided over me and him arguing about which race had more gumption and which race had more, like, I don't know. Which race was truly, even though there wasn't one, which race was truly the good guys in Elder Scrolls, not Elder Scrolls, in Underworld. And he, of course, sided with the vampires. He, one of my sisters, and one of my stepbrothers sided with the vampires. The other sister, the other brother, and my stepmom all sided with me on the werewolves. And we would fight and fight. I mean, all in good fun, I think, but we would fight and fight over which race we supported. It sort of became a game. DI. Dennis. I want to make sure I'm spelling his name right, because I am horrible with spelling, as any of you who've watched my videos know. So we're gonna make sure it's right. Dennis. Yep, I spelled it wrong, of course. I always wonder about it because, you know, I never called my dad Dennis. I always called him Dad. So it was weird to me when they called him Dennis or George. What's the other name? Because this is the ESO realm, the Elder Scrolls realm in general, anyone who plays ESO will recognize this last name if you've played the Daggers. This, my friends, is the tale of Dennis Belborn. Yes. And in memory of that age-old war between us.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
He will be a vampire in a secluded area.
Beware the creatures of the night.
Little sip of coffee and then we'll continue. But yes. And the most fond of memory. 'Cause yeah, it was great. But after he's passed, I've been more inclined to I don't know.
Need something?
Since he's passed, I've been more inclined to adapt more of the victor's viewpoint myself. Although, let's face it, regardless, my favorite character in that show is Lucian. But it brings back such fond memories, remembering what all, the verbal debates and the arguing would get intense.
Make it quick.
And it just, I don't know, kind of makes me happy remembering it. Because there's not, I mean, there's some fond memories, but there's not a lot involving my dad. Because growing up, he was always gone. He was a truck driver over the road. Gone a month, home a week, gone a month, home a day or two. So, I mean, to me, there's always like, I have to search a little bit to find those really, really good memories, and that was one of them. Where we just pointlessly argued about which race was better when in the end they were both bad guys and both their viewpoints were biased.
Speak.
But it was a good time. Like my dad was a huge fan of Victor. Like a huge fan. He agreed with Victor's view on why they needed to eliminate the werewolves. He agreed with Victor completely. And I thought Victor was just a racist prick. There is not much in this layer. Usually there's a thing with your shit in it. Trying to figure out where exactly that is. So apparently my character has joined a vampire cult and is in this lair with other vampires while I search for my shit, which every place should have your shit somewhere. Unless I just got the one unlucky spawn that didn't. One left, we're gonna wait. I thought I'd been up here. This is where those wolves are, isn't it? Yeah, because you come down here. Is it wrong of me to think there's more to this area than I'm seeing? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I feel as though I'm missing something. Every time I've done this start, there's always been a thing that said your stuff. Go away, lady. Right here. You're a fledgling too, bitch. I am not sure. This is an odd start for me because I'm used to that. I might die here, y'all. Just so you know, I might die here. There's like nothing here labeled your stuff, which is weird. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me, but it's
Careful
worth
now. Wouldn't want someone to get. Never should have come here.
Yeah, and this is where I'll probably inevitably die.
No one.
Because this start was just kind of awful. But yeah, I'm probably gonna die, but fuck it. Oh, I got him. I'm surprised. That surprises me. I was not expecting to actually get him. One lockpick. Vampires are slackers. Uh-oh.